Yaseo. Hello, all of my beautiful people, and welcome to the alternate point of view. My name is Tracy Lee, and today we are going to talk about the witchcraft killings that happened in Iowa just this past January. I don't know a whole lot about this case, so we are going to take this ride together. I just watched today's first day of the trial. So, first of all, I want to again welcome everyone to this channel, everyone who is new, everyone who has been watching this channel and joining my lives, and everyone who's been checking out any of the old videos. They're new to you, old to me. So, please like, subscribe, and share. This channel is not monetized, so if you would like, you can buy me a coffee. The link is down in the description, and it's also rolling at the bottom of your screen. All proceeds go to helping me investigate and keep this channel going. Also, it helps, keep things like the lights on and keep me being able to update equipment and things like that because I do this all by myself. So I really, really greatly appreciate it, you guys. So let's get into this story about Jennifer and Dazey, who was 46 years old, lived in Iowa. She had a cute little puppy called Echo. I actually have an old person where I work. They have a cute little poodle named Echo. And all you have to do is show me a picture of this puppy, and I am sunk as a juror. I would be done for as an alternate juror and certainly as a juror. So if you showed me a picture of this adorable little puppy, that would be it for me. So yeah, I would see that, and that would be all you'd have to do is show me the puppy and I would be like, guilty. Because why? Because apparently, this 46-year-old mother of three was brutally murdered by her 28-year-old son, uh, Tyler. Suddenly, one morning, he chopped her head and face with the hatchet in her bed and also chopped her puppy in the head with a hatchet. And somehow this is related to witchcraft, is what they're saying. I am not really sure what the connection is, but apparently she had three children, from what I understand. From what I understand so far in the trial, the best friend had gone over to her home that morning, and it was January 18th, 2024, just this past January, so it has not been that long. Jennifer and Dazey had been having some health issues last year. Her goal was to visit all 50 states by the time she was 50. That was her bucket list. She got this puppy Echo just in August. The puppy was only 5 months old, so it was just a puppy. Adorable, adorable puppy. And she was visiting, wanted to visit every state, okay? And she had three children. Apparently, she had children early, young, very young, right? So she obviously was a single parent, I believe, for a while. So she, I think, according to some of the interviews with the kids, like her daughter Kylie, when she was interviewed, after finding out her mother had been killed, she didn't seem to be too upset about it, which is, I don't know, kind of weird, I guess you could say. She didn't seem very upset about it at all. She seemed actually was laughing. This is Jennifer and her dog Echo. When she was visiting Florida, the dog went everywhere with her. But when her kids found out she was dead, they seemed to be kind of blasé about it. They didn't have not really ugly things to say about her, but they weren't very flattering, I guess you could say. But they were also very shocked and stressed out. So everyone handles this kind of news differently. I don't want to say that they were happy about her being gone, but I don't think they were as upset as you would think kids could be about their mother being gone. But I do know that Kylie at some point in time lived with her mother, and then she moved out, and Tyler moved in. And while Tyler lived there, according to the best friend, he would talk to his mother not in nice ways. He would call his mother very ugly names. And Jennifer's best friend, Christy, they spent like literally every waking moment together, but they both had some type of health issues at certain times, so it would keep them apart. And on this particular day, they were finally going to be able to get together, have their coffee, hang out. That was their time, coffee time away from the kids. Christy had 3 children of her own. So they were very excited to get together. They had planned this. So Christy goes over to Jennifer's house that morning, January 18th. It's snowing. There's probably like, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet of snow on the ground in Jennifer's backyard. She walks into Jennifer's house that has a screened in front porch when you first walk in, and then the door to enter into the home. So Christy goes on in, she walks in, and she walks into the shock of her life of seeing Jennifer's son, 28-year-old son, standing in the living room, buck naked. So she turns around and walks out onto the front porch again and is like, maybe he didn't see me or didn't realize I was coming over. And she gave him some time to go about his business. And she heard the door close, a door close, and then she peeked back in and was like, okay, all's clear. And she goes into the house and she's looking around and she's calling out for Jennifer and she doesn't see her. So she goes and sits on the sofa thinking maybe Jennifer has gone somewhere because she realized that Jennifer's car was not in the driveway. So she thinks Jennifer's gone out to get coffee because Christy, brought the creamer. So Christy sits on the sofa. She sees Echo on the sofa and she is like, wow, Echo's not even paying any attention to me. This is really odd. So she lifts Echo's leg and is like, hey, Echo, I'm here. And Echo doesn't respond and Echo's leg just falls flat. And that's when she realizes something is very wrong. So she starts to go throughout the house. She goes through the dining room, goes to the kitchen, goes towards the back door, calling for Jennifer. She's calling Jennifer's phone. She looks up and she notices there's Jennifer's purse. Well, Jennifer can't go anywhere without her purse. So who has Jennifer's car and where is Jennifer? So she starts going down the little tiny hallway. It's a very small house, not very big. It's only a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. And she goes to Jennifer's room and she opens Jennifer's room and she's like, hey, Jennifer, get up. Get up. Let's go. You're sleeping in. What's going on? You never sleep in. And she looks in the room. Now, Jennifer has, it's a small room. It's not very large, but she has blackout curtains. So there's very little light in there. She goes up to Jennifer. Jennifer's known to have seizures. So she looks at Jennifer and she realizes that Jennifer's mouth looks really strange. It looks like a way that she has looked when she's had a seizure, and she sees blood and she thinks, oh my gosh, she's had a seizure and she's not responsive. So something must have happened. She might have had a seizure that caused her to die. She's worried. She's scared. She calls her boyfriend. She's like, oh my God, I think Jennifer's dead. I think she's had a seizure. So she calls, and then the next thing she realizes there's a lot of blood, a lot. So she calls 911. She is freaking out. And she's looking around to see what she can see. She can't even speak straight to 911. And as it turns out, her best friend has been murdered. And not just murdered, but like brutally, brutally murdered with a hatchet And the dog, y'all, why? Why the dog? Why would you do this? This doesn't make any sense. And she was young. My gosh, she was 46 years old. This just doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Today on the stand, they had Christy, the best friend. They had the police officer that was the first responder. They had another police officer that actually talked to Kylie, the daughter, who was kind of strange in her interview. She was really more concerned about a complaint she had against herself uh, than she was about her mother's death. She also didn't have very nice things to say about her mom, but she also said she didn't handle death very well, so it could be that. Everyone responds to these things differently. She was very laughy. Uh, Also, when they found Tyler in the house, when they did a sweep of the house, which is where they clear out every room, make sure there's no one still in the house, make sure no one else is hurt, make sure there's no one of danger to them. They go into his room, which is right across the hall. Now, by the way, they've been screaming out in the house the entire time. Like, if you're in here, come out with your hands up, let's come out, come out, come out, please, please, please. But nobody's responded. They open his bedroom door, and he is literally lying on the floor, buck naked. And when they go to get his hands behind his back, he puts his hands behind his back. They go to pick him up, and he is fully erect. Weird. Weird. So apparently he's passed numerous psych tests and evals. So he is competent to stand trial, which is why he is at trial. He's pleading not guilty. The defense attorney is apparently was even insinuating the best friend might have done it. He's insinuating another sibling may have done it. He's insinuating someone broke into the back door, or she left the door open, or someone had a code to get into the house. This all sounds very familiar because I'm thinking of another case that I'm watching right now that has these same patterns. Lockbox, many people, wounds to the head. The only thing missing is the dog. Oh, wait, there's a dog in this other story I'm talking about as well, but the dog wasn't killed in the other story. In this one, the poor dog, you guys, I can't see a jury looking at the way the dog was murdered and the jury not going guilty. Out the gate guilty. So that's kind of harsh. But they had the officers so far that have been to the scene. They had the veterinarian on the stand today that said that the dog was basically hit in the head with the hatchet. It's just really, really awful. I don't know what your mother could do to you. Okay, I could think of a few things that your mother could do to you, but I'm trying to understand and fathom the hatred that is there, that you just, I don't understand. I'm new to this case, so I'm sharing what I know so far. Brand new. I have zero details other than what I heard in the opening statements, and what I heard from the few witnesses that were put on the stand today. The defense gave a very short opening statement. They just said, listen to all the evidence. So I don't really know what their defense is, other than they're pointing fingers at everyone but Tyler. Apparently, there's some witchcraft involved. I'm not sure if it is on the mom or the son. I believe they're trying to say that the mom performed witchcraft on the son. He's 28. But from what I understand, the son was very disrespectful to his mother. He was living in her house. He's 28 years old. She was trying to live her life. I guess she had kids young. She was just trying to live her life, from what I understand. So they will have trial again tomorrow, and I will do probably I will watch tomorrow's trial live, because I'm going to be live tomorrow waiting for a verdict to come in for the Samantha Wall trial. But I wanted to recap this trial because it's really interesting And I like going into trials where I haven't heard of them before. So this is new. And so I have a very small recap for this because I don't know what's going on. I don't know this trial. I don't know this case. So this is definitely me sitting like the jury, listening to what is happening in the courtroom because I really am an alternate here. So from what I hear so far, and I'm sorry, but there's a puppy involved, and I just I'm done. After the puppy, that was it for me. So you guys, that's my downfall is the puppy. So if you guys have another opinion, let me know. I know that's terrible. We live in a justice system where you're innocent until you're proven guilty. So I do have to take the puppy blinders off and listen to the evidence. Yes, listen to the evidence. But I just also want you to know that this guy showered, okay, after killing his mother. Okay, obviously I'm already leaning guilty, okay? But he took a shower. There was blood on the shower curtain in the shower. He was naked. There was, I mean, it just points right to him. But why did he kill the puppy? You guys, I'm so upset about the puppy. Okay, so that is the case, the witchcraft. It's crazy. Um, Tyler Dazey, I mean, he's 28, but he looks 40. I mean, they call it the mom witchcraft murder trial. Iowa, that's one state I haven't been to. It's one state I don't think I've covered a trial in. So this is going to be interesting. I haven't seen where the jury's been able to ask questions, so I don't think they do that there. So it's been pretty quick. I think this will be a very speedy trial. So we'll see how this goes. So thank you so much, Kahamsanida, for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, I am not monetized. Please help this algorithm. Please hit that like button, share, hit the notification bell, leave comments, join my lives, and also buy me a coffee if you like. I appreciate you all so much.